Welcome everyone to another episode of Stay in Your Lane with Triple T Transport. Today we've got one of our special guests, Billy Barstow. He's from Barstow Transportation. He's an asset-based carrier we do a lot with. We think highly of each other. And he's going to be joining us today. Say hi, Billy.
Hello, everybody.
All right. Today's subject matter is going to be pretty simple and direct. We're seeing compression at a high rate. Exceptionally high diesel fuel, record highs on diesel fuel. We're seeing line haul rates that are declining, and want to understand from your perspective, Billy, what does the long-term impact look like for you after we've had, I think, a good 12 months leading up to this year. Now we're starting to see a trend downward, and it seems to be a pretty aggressive one.
Well, first of all, if you don't like what trucking's doing today, wait until tomorrow. Nothing's for sure. Nothing, can't. If when you're high, you got to get it when you can. When you're low, you got to be ready for it. Of course, last year I got to say has been really good to us. We didn't go out and spend it. We kept it back for the company. So now, we should be good shape. I'd say into fall, Christmas time and stuff. If it continues the way it is, then it's going to start really laying on us pretty hard.
Okay, so you were able to put some back for a rainy day last year, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to do it. This is the way we operate. I mean, we don't take all our money out. We just operate that way. I got a partner, Rodney Clark, and he does all the bookkeeping and stuff, and we're pretty level with our money. We don't, we keep it all intact.
That's good business. That's probably why we're such good partners. We seem
Yeah.
to be consistent from our side to your side and your side to our side. Love that. With that being said, how many trucks are you running right now?
I got 18 on the road. I have a total of 22. I have 3 that I am got in there a little long in the tooth. I don't keep trucks longer than 4 years because then the maintenance catches up with you and it's not worth. So I got 4 trucks that are being sold right now, and then I have 4 new trucks ordered to replace them.
And when did you place those orders?
I placed the orders last July, almost a year ago. I ordered 8 and I got 4 of them. I just got one last week, and they've come from December, March, May, and now June.
So they're just trickling in as they can get them done?
Yeah, that is correct.
The reason why I asked that question is I saw that OEMs stopped in May taking orders for this year. They weren't going to make any more this year. Anybody who asked or requested was going to get put off.
Well, yeah. Luckily I thought ahead. I knew when these trucks were coming out for the 4-year time, so I wanted to have them set. That didn't work exactly the way I wanted to because we're still waiting on 4 of them.
Well, I think probably in your area, especially right now, Florida's been good, and then here coming to another 2 weeks, it'll be a ghost town, won't it?
Yeah, it's already trickling down pretty good. It's hitting. Produce is funny. It depends on the heat and the rain and everything. We're lucky we haven't got as much rain as we usually do at this time, and that's when the rain hits is when all the fruit and stuff starts filling out with water, and they can't sell them anymore. So right now is just about the shutdown time. It's dropping pretty quick as we go. That's one thing that I've always had with Triple T is I do freight for them when no one wants to come here, and they give me freight when I can't get here. So we kind of have a good marriage there. Works for both of us.
Well, we try to do things long-term consistent.
Right.
And to your point, I think that's you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound.
Yeah.
Not always there when we need you. We are there when we need you, but not always when we need you, and vice versa.
Yeah, the relationship with Triple T, I've dealt with a lot of brokers. I've been in this business as a company owner since 2005. And I've had brokers come and go. And Triple T, somehow when we first started doing stuff, I think we did some stuff that was kind of hard to get done, and we did it. And I got in a relationship with Luke McCumbus, and we just I could call and he knew when I wanted, and he could call me and he knew, it was just easy. I didn't, to a point where I didn't ask for rates. I just knew it was going to be fair, and I knew he could do what he could do. So it was a great relationship. I think we've been together, I don't know, 8-9 years we've been working together now, and we haven't had one stumble yet. So Triple T's relationship is the best I got.
Thank you. That means a lot. What we were trying to understand is what that pendulum swing looks like to you. You're a pretty intelligent businessman. You're going to be okay if the market continues to be like this till into the fourth quarter. But I think then it's going to start taking a toll. Right?
Yeah, if it stays the way it is, past that, then and we're at where we're at right now with the fuel prices and the rates and everything, we will have to close doors. I mean, I can't paint, a pretty picture because it's just, and the reason I say that is that this has happened before where stuff has not, it's not really 2019. There's a bloodbath out there for trucking companies, but this is more controlled political, I believe. And I think the political environment right now for next few years for trucking is unfavorable. So it may stay this way. That's my opinion. I'm sure other people have different ones, but I just feel that's we're right now running around with, $5 and $6 dollars a gallon for fuel. And, we ain't getting no feedback. Nobody's saying anything to us. Nobody's saying hang in there, or we're here to help. They help everybody else, but they don't want the trucking company. I personally think less trucking companies out there, they can have more big trucking companies that are easier to control. So I don't think they care about us until someone proves me any differently.
It's a funny thing. There are 700,000 carrier trucking company authorities in the United States. 91% are 6 trucks or less.
Yep.
97.3% are 20 trucks or less.
Right.
So in a market that is that fragmented and disconnected, there's no real one main player. There's some big ones out there, but the majority of the industry is diversified amongst smaller companies.
And that's what I'm a member of NASTC. I don't know if you're familiar with that. National Association of Small Trucking Companies.
Okay.
They're our voice in Washington, D.C. They're our voice, with anything that goes to do with trucking. And with the combination of all of these independent truck drivers with one group, we do have somebody's working for us. I just ain't seen anything getting done about it. I mean, I know they have thousands of members. So all those companies you're talking about are represented at least by somebody.
Now, are you familiar with the American Trucking Association, the ATA?
Yes.
I had Bob Costello on, I'm going to say, last month, the economist, chief economist for the ATA. Great guy. And we support, even though we're not asset-based, we support the industry. Right? So, yes, we're TIA members, and we're ATA members as of now, which, in the long term, hopefully is a good value for us. But we try to invest into relationships that are good for the industry, not just ourselves.
Right. Well, we all need each other. And the other part of this, this is not a one-man show. We got to have a team, or we're not going to last.
Oh, I would agree with that. I think that some continuity. I don't necessarily know that I see that continuity between brokerages.
No. I just, a story just came across me, and I know me and you talked a little about brokerages and stuff, and how many has joined in, in the last 5 months, 10 months, whatever. You give me a number. It was
10 years. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. And I was doing a load. I'm not going to get into names. I was doing a load out of McDonough, Georgia. Did this load for the same customer for 5-10 years. Pretty well kept the rates pretty solid and everything. And they called me one day and they said, well, they were outbid, so they lost the freight, which was, kind of, surprising. It was something that we had set up complete, for every week. So I did a little research and I found out another company who bid it, and they only outbid them by $50. So, okay, I still have all the trucks set up for that place. So I call them and say, hey, I've done this freight. I've been doing this freight for 3 or 4 years. We know the customers. We know everything about it. And me knowing how much they paid, undercut the other broker, they tried to cut me $700 off my freight.
So they lower it $50 and then want you to come down $700.
Exactly.
That gives everybody in our industry a bad name.
Yeah. Yep. We're having a lot of issues now where there's trucking brokers are demanding enough stuff from our drivers. They got to check in 3 times a day. If they don't answer the phone, they're asleep. It's a big deal. When they get to customers, they unloading. If they don't show them get the receipt back to them within 24 hours, they ain't paying it. If the tracking shuts down, we get fined. Brokers are finding a lot of ways to get money from trucking companies. That's why I like Triple T. I mean, it's I don't know if they're over selling what they want to these customers or what, but they got our hands in. We just did a thing. My wife was doing it this today, and since January 1st to now, we've lost almost $3,000 in fines and stuff where brokers wouldn't pay us. And they just say they ain't going to pay us. You can write them. You can do anything you want to. We have no repercussion. They just don't give it to us. I black flag them. Don't do them, no freight with them no more. But I done lost the money, so that's not going to do a whole lot of good.
No. And unfortunately, I think we're at a point in time where so many of the broker companies out there don't understand what the true operating costs and expenses are.
They don't care.
There you go. They don't care. I'm sorry. You have to care to find out what it is and to understand it. What I'm guessing currently, $1.45 is fuel, about 60 cents in wages. Then you've got maintenance, truck payments, upkeep, insurance, and any profit. Does that sound about right? Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And a lot of things have gone on too. I mean, the truck payments, the truck sales have jumped 25% in price, 25% more from, I was lucky I got a lot of them from when I ordered them, but they're 25% higher than they were a year ago.
Yeah, you can probably turn around and sell them for more than you paid.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah, but I need them. I gotta have,
I can't replace them.
I could have made money on that, but I really, we're joking aside, but
right.
But it's that my insurance has gone up. Had a really good year. Not a lot of claims and stuff like that. My insurance has gone up, and fuel is the big. Just think about it. We were paying $3 a gallon, $3.25 last year at this time. Now we're paying, $6, $6.20 sometimes. Depending on stuff. That basically almost doubles every day my fuel. My fuel has gone up $7,500 average, $7,500 a day from it was time last year.
Yeah. Continue watching on the next episode of the Stay in Your Lane podcast.